Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to game number 3. In this show match, it is the Great Fire against the Great Miguel. We will have the viewers' map choice. It was Team Random on Double Arabia, and we got Britain's Civilization again. Very interesting. With me is Riot and Cannabis, the sponsor of the tournament, and one of the greatest players AOC have ever seen. I'm so excited about those games. Riot, tell me, how will we see those games played out with Britons?
Yeah, those two players are amazing. We had already two great games, to be honest. It was very nice, the Mongolia game. Sometimes Mongolia is boring, but they made a good game. And now we have Double Arabia with open map, as you can see, Britain's War. So if both play aggressive game, man, this is gonna be amazing.
It can get super scrappy. Most of the time, if we play Double Arabia, you want to go for knights or calf archers or basically those two, mostly knights. But Britain's knights, just remember me. Do they have bloodlines? No. Will they get
No.
outcounted by great expos? Yes. Are they very effective against mass TCs? Not really. So players might go for different civilization choices and different unit choices here.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Let's see what they are going to do. I don't know. Maybe try to wall in one side and make expose in the other side. Let's see how they manage to play this, but it's not easy.
It is not
Ar-
easy indeed. Fire, we can see already getting his second boar, and guys, getting boars on Double Arabia actually is pretty difficult. He's actually getting a third boar already because he needs to manage so many things at the same time, like building houses. And Fire is heavily housed now. And he's still managing to get all those boars without losing too many HP, so that really shows how his macro is absolutely on point here, except those houses.
Yeah, it's very common to see expert players losing villagers on Double Arabia because we are not used to that, right? If we play a lot, okay, we get used, but when you don't play too much and you have two TCs to control to take boar and scout, it's really hard.
So, is there an option of going into big feudal army for any of those two players? What do you expect? Something like this, Riot?
Well, I like that. I remember there was a player that used to do that. Even Dot, I think, did this on a tournament, if I'm not mistaken. But uh, it's dangerous as well because if the enemy can hold and be able to go Castawage and you still fail, you can be really hurt. So imagine you are going forward and there's like 5 X-bows in your base. It's GG almost.
Sorry, I was a bit distracted by the will loss of Miguel. Obviously, yeah, what you said was absolutely right. Nonetheless, going for expos can be pretty deadly. Obviously, the plus range would be pretty nice. And you kind of predicted it before. Even expo players can lose villagers against boars. And Miguel, yeah, didn't want to show you off at the stream and did you the favor of doing exactly that.
Yeah.
Players adding some farms, getting all the boars, getting heavily on berries. So I kind of predict both players going for muscle age play here. Fire having 400 food, Miguel already on 500 food, so yeah, that will be pretty reasonable. Now Fire is fed up with being housed and is building 3 houses connected close to each other. Let's see.
Yeah.
He's going for Here's all good, and no kind of walling just yet. And a weird Rex by Fire there. One
Yes. It's
villager getting attacked, but was very aware. The 2 scouts were close by, 3 villagers attacking the scout and the scout blocking there. Small win for
oh,
Miguel there.
table from fire.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
And I think Stable is still I'm not sure what's the best option, because obviously stables are so much better for this map, but archery ranges are so much better for the Civ. I can't really decide. Let's see. Miguel is going for stable as well, and both players
Yeah.
are going for army on this like left hand or bottom side. But fire will be up so much earlier with only one population left.
Yeah, exactly. I think maybe they are used to play with stables, and they don't want to risk it. So they will try stables, both going two stables. That's not bad. That's not bad.
He'll do some stonewall. He's kind of playing a solo man team ball here, so that's pretty nice. So that's like kind of what you wanted to see from him, walling one side and the other side being the full aggression side. And I think that's a better strategy than actually the both open side for fire. But I think fire might not get punished for it because Miguel is producing into the arms of fire anyway.
Yeah, but you know, like I really think it would be interesting to see one player going expos, because when you have Britons, you can do like two more TCs really fast, right? Because it's cheaper, the wood, and the Knight's raid would not do much, man. And if you do like 10 expos, then you don't worry anymore about Knight. But let's see how it's going to work. And Miguel is doing his scouts. I'm not sure if it's worth it.
That's weird. Adding house there, and fire already has two pikemen. Oh, very low on food. A good start for fire. Let's see, Miguel. I think you should have continued scouting. Going. And Scout even doing the +1 defense, and no, fire seems to be the first one getting some nice villager hits here. He is behind by 5 villagers, but yeah, should close that gap quite a bit. They're trying to be annoying, running through some these, and might get some villagers in the back now as well, so that's a good win for Miguel as well. He's going for a monastery now, and so is fire. So both players kind of with the same idea here. Not too surprising.
Yeah, they are playing standard, I would say.
Miguel only adding 1 to C because he did stonewall, not having enough stone to add another one. Could be a small advantage for fire. Okay, now it's knight against knight, added with some monks. What do you need to do to get an advantage here?
You need to make sure that when you go further, you go far with your monks, you need to micro them so well, because to defend with monks, everyone is afraid to attack a people who is defending with monks and knights. So if you wanna go take advantage and attack with knights and monks, then you need to be focused 100% in the micro and the fight, because otherwise you're gonna lose the fight. So let's see how it's going to work here right now.
Much more military for fire here, having one more monk even, but the converts are in favor of Miguel. Here is now trying to go back, and a bit of extension here. Could be pretty even. Villager counts are only 1 ahead by Miguel. This is looking like one of the closest games we ever had in such a kind of late game, although obviously it's very short, but for TyRanT it's kind of the mid phase of the game already.
Yeah, it's very close. What we need to check right now is the number of farms. It's very important, because you can see how much someone can flood, and it seems Miguel has more, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it's 21 for Miguel compared to now 18 for fire.
Yeah. And Miguel is safer on side, so he just needs to care about this hill. and that's what he's doing, and he's adding Sig. Maybe to do some pressure. I don't like it too much in a cavalry war like that, but let's see.
Now having the stone walls up, pretty nice moves there. And Fire can't really do anything in the north. And now Miguel realizes, oh god, most of his army is in the north. I can do some damage here in the south. The siege workshop, as you already said, going for more and more knights, +1/+1, even sniping a nice monk there for himself. Now could easily fight against those pikemen and can snipe themselves some of the villagers. This is looking like a good fight for Miguel because the knights are still not here on fire.
Yeah, Fire was lucky to have those monks in his base, otherwise he would be really behind. But you see how important it is to scout, because Fire went on the top without even knowing that Miguel was walled, so it was dangerous.
Yes, he was now going for another raid, +1 defense upgrade, trying to find some villager kills there, but yeah, so many TCs now running into the next TC, getting some free hits there. But if he continues to go even further north, he might get some villagers there, but Miguel is on his toes, so all good. Sending some more knights, we'll clear this up. I think one of the biggest mistakes players are doing on Double Raver, let's see the walls first before I continue the thought. Let's see, oops, we will see at least 4 villagers going down there. Maybe even more if the walls aren't finished. Might be 6 or 7 villagers going down there. A bit late there, Miguel. Did see it coming quite some time ago. Not the greatest reaction. Did save some villagers, but it just would have sent them into the sea. Would have saved them anyway. At the same time, we have some micro over here, but Fire will stop the fighting because it has a very good position. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice clearance there by Miguel. I wanted to say, one of the big mistakes a lot of players are still doing on Double Arabia is to actually overboom before going Imperial Age. Like, because you have so many town centers and you are so much into booming, players tend to go Imperial Age clicking with like 130 villagers. And that's way too late when you want to go into late Imperial, because they will continue producing a lot of villagers nonetheless, and then will come Imperial Age with 160 villagers and not a lot of pop for longbows. So I hope players are aware of that and will go Imperial Age a bit sooner than most players tend to.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. When you have like 4 or 5 DCs already, you can go up fast. You don't need to spend too much views, because after you go up, you can keep doing views, right? So it's important to get this advantage earlier, to go imp earlier. And what I would like to see maybe from Miguel, but he's not doing, would be a push with Pikemans. I think it would be, and Fire is doing Pikemans right now to hold, and there's a cast over there also. Because Miguel is going full knights, and those knights aren't as strong as we know. So I'm not sure if it's going to work or not.
Oh, this will be the run before Imperial Age. Fire did click up, and now Miguel is going for full attack. Look at this. He should be at the limit of the resources. His stables are queued up, having 1 siege workshop. The main fight is here. Fire is going for full monk defense, and I don't like that I only can see 2 rams here. I would love to see 6 rams trying to get down this castle. He needs to build a second siege workshop. Now going for the monks. A lot of combat will go down, but all the monks will go down as well. Maybe even some villagers. Let's see. The villagers should be blocking the monks from getting into the castle, even though there's still enough place. So that's good for them. And now the raiding should start. And now the pop of Miguel should go skyrocketing, and Fire should keep down. Let's see how many villagers he will lose additionally, because Fire obviously now having so many idle villagers. You can see having 20 idle villagers of 100, but so is Miguel a bit under pressure with all those macro, but he has those 40 military against 9, so that's so much better for Miguel. Is it possible for Miguel to close out this game, or will we get Fire Imperial Age and win the game then?
I think it is because Fire wasn't expecting that rush, that amount of knights, and it's been good so far from Miguel. He just needs to go up. I think he could do it if he stopped doing army for a while and go up. Maybe he will now. Let's see. But it's a good riding on the other side, and I think he should force on that castle, man. Like, Fire have only some longbows and no pikemen, and he lost most of his monks. So maybe Miguel has a good advantage here, man. He can win this, and he's going for full castle age. Let's see.
Yeah, what a nice strategy indeed. He is ahead by close to 40 pops, raiding more and more. Look at this, 90 villagers and 40 of them idle in TCs. Obviously, Fire has 5 TCs, but more and more villages going down. Fire not realizing the problems at all the time. And now the castle is absolutely in danger. As we said, no more pikemen and no more monks. This might be the greatest attack of Miguel we have ever seen. Going for the castle, still has so many knights, not a lot of longbows, having +3, having 10 range, so that's extremely good for them. But the castle will go down, and then it's only one castle against like 3 stable production, or soon to be 4 stable production. So that's looking pretty nice. We have top 100 against top 140. How can Fire hold this? This castle still a lot of rams. Look at this, 8 rams, and now they get the next attack, and they get the next, yeah.
Yeah, very nice from Miguel. What I like most is that he was raiding the other side and making more army to kill that castle, so it was perfect because Far can't manage to do good economy and to do barracks in the back because he's being attacked all the time, all the way, all the sides. So let's see, but I still think now it's time to go Imperial because if he put too much to go Imperial, then maybe Far can come back. Let's see.
But Fire can't really go for pikemen. He only has 80 villagers, only has 2 racks. The pikemen have +0, +1. Now more villagers going down, trying to fight against some rams there. The TC will go down for very sure. So many rams there. On the other side, more raidings coming in. All the awareness having the farm upgrade, going for handcart, going for the axe as well. So Miguel is going for full castle age, all the upgrades. Let's take a look at his resources. He has a lot of wood and gold, so we will see more rams coming up. Hopefully now another castle even, and he is still producing more knights. So this attack feels kind of stopped, but it's still pop 90 against pop 140.
Yeah, he has really good advantage over here, but I think he could he could have made more farming earlier and go Imperial earlier. It would be over already, but let's see. Fire is trying to build another caster over there. Let's see if he doesn't see it.
Yeah, that's a big problem there. If he would have seen it, he still had 7 rams when the castle was getting started, so he could have sniped that down, but only sniping down some villagers now, is retreating and is now switching into a lot of archery ranges and researching fetching. So now we'll go for the real written composition with 40 villagers there.
Yeah, that's a lot. But he cannot let Fire rebound again. I mean, Fire is a very good player. We saw that in the last game, and maybe he can hold. Maybe he can still hold this game. Yeah.
They're still going for a lot of knights. I would love to see him go to the north, sneak around here, and try to raid the gold spots again and again, and not fight this.
Yeah,
and he's doing exactly that.
He's listening to you. What the fuck, you?
Confirmed.
But yeah, it's a nice idea, really, because all the Fire's army is down, so very good idea to raid now. And while you are raiding, you are doing your main army on the left down, and then you can make. He'll be able to make much army now. I think Miguel have this game.
Still reaching Imperial Age, and if the moment he has a lot of capped rams, even 3 mangonels, a lot of skirmishes, production out of 6 archery ranges, Maybe even some traps coming up now. Let's go into the view log. What is he going for? It's chemistry, it's a trap, it's a micro of the monks, it's bracers. He is doing everything at once. He is going for the capped ram go now, is preparing everything. And this might be the final push because then Fire is going down, is losing another big gold spot of his. All of the longbowmen are out of position. And let's switch into the view of Fire, what he sees. And now he sees all the army coming in. Now he sees, okay, like 2 rams and 2 skirms, and is laughing his ass off. But now he sees the full amount and the full attack. Now the villagers are going to attack. But this is getting so tough for Fire now, losing all the villagers at the front. And I think we might see Fire tap out any second. The next trap is coming in, more longbows are getting produced. Now all the longbows are coming, trying to save this area. He still has 2 traps, sending them into the back, close to the longbowmen. The knights are chasing them. Fire lost the castle, losing this main gold spot, losing his main stone spot over there, only having pop 123. I think the last thing he's holding on is this castle here in the middle. Now going for stables as well, trying to switch for cavaliers. I predict to kill the skirmishes, but still very far away from getting a nice and healthy cavalier count. He might even go for knights before actually researching cavaliers, and not having a lot of stables, not having the greatest eco, is getting raided over again, although he is trying to wall, but actually struggling to hold on. Let's see if more traps are coming in, and yes, they are.
Yeah, as you said, it was perfect timing when Miguel sent those knights to attack. Fire right away sent his longbowman to defend, right? And it was when Miguel went for the castle. So perfect timing. I really like Miguel's style because you do folk knights on a Britain's war. The enemy is not waiting for that, and you take him on surprise. It's very good.
Yeah, he absolutely is not. Now even Geoman being researched, the plus range attack for your longbows, although he is actually not even on longbow, not building another castle, so he is planning for the long run, but he knows he's controlling most of the map. I would even love to see him expand to the north. No one actually did scout all those resources in the north, but does it really matter? Because now the longbows and some knights, although they have +4 now, cavalry upgrade and forging, but still, so many cavaliers there closing the distance now, and this will be the final fight of the game. The traps a bit over eager there, will lose their lives if Fire would want to focus on them, but now he cannot, because losing all the cavaliers and now sending back all the traps is the right decision. The skirm's a bit ballsy, but the moment all the longbows will go down, I think all the hopes of Fire will as well. The traps a bit of a lost cause. I like that Fire is still hanging in, but there is no chance for him, even getting more and more raided in the back. We will see GG and the tap out any second here. Great play by Miguel over.
Yeah, great play. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's raiding more, and Fire is holding, but all Miguel has to do now is to get big army in the main battle, and it's going to be over for Fire. Since Fire's economy is so worse than Miguel, and you can see that by the population.
That's true. It's not only the villager count is 105 compared to 130 in favor of Miguel, obviously, but it's the military count as well. 35 ahead in this regard, and now Arbalest with 11 range. Compared to only longbow man with 10 range, so that's funny as well. Cavaliers +1, +4 against Cavaliers +4, +4. Now the last hope of Fire, those longbowmen going down one by one as well. Conscription by Miguel being that he really wants to produce those units, and might be wondering a bit, why is this guy not tapping out? He's playing for his life, but in this moment Fire is GG. Another great game here.
Yes, three fantastic games so far, and Miguel did awesome doing full knight strategy, because I think Fire did some monks, but he wasn't really expecting that, because if he was, he would do a lot of barracks, you know. He had, I think, 2, so it took him on a surprise, and Miguel played perfect, raiding and attack on the main base. So Really well played by Miguel here.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we said before, Knights is better for the map, Arbalest or Longbowmen are better for the civilization. So it was really an interesting decision to make, and we couldn't really figure it out. But Miguel could, or at least he could surprise Fire enough.
Yeah, he could.
Oh, sweet victory there for Mr. Miguel, taking the 2-1 lead there. I will take a small breather, and you could talk about something if you wanted to. If not, I will play some ASC music and we'll be back any second. See you guys. Thanks for watching.
Microphone muted.
Yes. Red kit.